Welcome to TacosToGeeks.com. Justin here, back with more television reviews. Today we are continuing our review of My Adventures with Superman. This is episode 3, which is titled My Interview with Superman. As always, I give you a brief synopsis. You can find this on HBO Max and Adult Swim. So without further ado, here we go. Lois wants to interview Superman for the Daily Planet, and Clark Kent must figure out how to help her while protecting his identity. The criminal ring intergang gets their hands on weapons, and a mysterious organization plots in the shadows. I really am enjoying this series, and I know I said this last time for episode 1 and 2, but I'm going to reiterate it here. This is really giving me Superman TAS, the anime series vibes here. I just love the aesthetics. I love the hopefulness. I'm actually really enjoying the fact that we're getting a coming of age story of Clark Kent and Superman. This is a Superman who's not fully powered up. This is a Superman that's still discovering how to be a hero, still discovering his heritage as a Kryptonian, still discovering all that he can do. And I like how each episode he's learning something new about his abilities and his powers. And I think it's really working here. I'm also loving the characterization that they're doing with Lois Lane here, that she really is that driven woman who's just trying to get the story and get the truth out there, regardless of the dangers, regardless of the perils. She's stubborn as hell. And of course, you got Jimmy Olsen, who Jimmy in this one, he's just along for the ride here. I like what they're doing with Jimmy, but Jimmy seems like an afterthought after episode 3. He's still in there, but he's kind of just in the background, just being the afterthought of everything. And I don't really mind it because we're really getting a time to really build up Metropolis in the focus of Lois and Clark. And we're also getting new introductions to the Rogues Gallery, such as the Intergang here, which I thought was used very well and was used in a nice progression to the previous episodes with Livewire here. So I'm really enjoying the continuity and keeping things consistently and not just making it villain of the week. Yes, Intergang's the new threat, but it still plays off from the previous 2 episodes. So I kind of like that transition and escalation while I'm not making them feel like villains of the week that we get to see in a lot of the DC animated shows and TV shows where they just have a new villain every single week. This one at least is showing you, okay, they're taking the weapons from the previous episode. So it's kind of a nice progression, like, oh, this person failed. Okay, it's our turn. So I kind of like what they're doing with it. And just for my anime fans who are also watching the show, is it just me, or does the opening credits give you anime vibes? Just from the music, the aesthetics, the style of it. I know DC is working on an Ishikai anime with the Suicide Squad and Harley Quinn, which will be DC's really anime there. But I'm really curious to see what you think about this. Are you getting anime vibes just from the tone, the way the aesthetics is, the way the story is told, the way the pacing is? I'm getting a lot of anime inspired vibes from the show. And I really did enjoy it. The action was good here. Clark, and I like the fact that Clark is so new at this that he's getting his ass kicked every single episode. Like, you have even the Intergang that looks like they can be a threat to Superman at this point in the story because he's so new at this. It's not something that he's just already like at maximum 100. Like, he's still learning this. And one thing I really also like about this, speaking of the coming of age aspect of the story, is the fact that we have a Superman who is still protecting his secret identity. I personally have not seen this, especially, we've been so plagued with the style of the MCU where everybody knows that this person's Ant-Man, everybody knows who Iron Man is, everybody knows everybody. It's nice to see that throwback to the sacred lore of superheroes, of them protecting their secret identity. Lois wants an interview with Superman, so Clark has to figure out, how can I get this interview to further our careers, but also doing it in a way to protect myself, my family, and my identity, because no one must know that I am Superman. So I really like that. And I also like the fact that they're showing you that Clark is also changing the tone of and pitch of his voice just a bit to show that there are 2 different entities. Similar to what Batman does. You know how Batman changes his voice a little bit? Jack Quaid, I believe that's the actor, changes the pitch of his voice from Superman to Clark just a little bit, so it could be a different type of tone, so people can go, you know what, Clark, you sound just like Superman. So I like the fact that they really are making it sure that there are ways people go, how does this people not know this dude is Clark Kent is Superman without the glasses. So I like the fact that they're always keeping, trying to figure out ways how to actually keep that illusion of the secret identity intact. Overall, another great episode. I'm really, really enjoying this. It's really giving me them Superman TAS vibes. I like some of the changes that they're doing, the aesthetics, the action. I'm hooked on this show so far. What did you think of episode 3? What do you hope to see next? Who villains do you want to see pop up? Do you think this mysterious organization is LexCorp behind the scenes? That's my theory. I think it's LexCorp behind everything. We'll probably like at the end of the season. At the end of the season, we'll probably get the Lex Luthor reveal. So I'm curious to see where this is going. This is Justin from Geeks.com. My adventures with Superman, another solid episode. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell if you're watching this on YouTube. If you like what we do here, by all means, check out otakusandgeeks.com. Browse through our website. Check out our recent interview with Stephen Root for his new show, Praise Petey. This was recorded before the SAG strike, by the way. Just want to throw that out there. Check out our coverage of MetroCon 2023. We got a whole bunch of events and stuff coming your way. Sweet, sweet, everything. Thank you guys for your support. Appreciate it. I am still on the road. That's why you don't see my handsome face. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.